The Bhutanese king, Jigme Namgyel Wangchuck, has met with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi as he continues with his three-day India visit. The King Wangchuck met with the Indian Prime Minister in New Delhi, and the two leaders also spoke about a whole host of different issues of mutual interest and discussed bilateral ties. The Bhutanese monarch also held talks with the Indian head of state, Draupadi Murmu, as well. Now, earlier in the day, the Bhutanese king, remember, had already met with India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. The purpose of the visit is, of course, to expand and to strengthen. There are already strong bilateral ties between the two nations, particularly in areas of economic development and cooperation. The visit of the king is in line with the tradition of regular high-level exchanges between India and Bhutan that have been ongoing for many years now. Bhutan is strategically an important nation for India, and the defense and security ties between the two sides have witnessed significant expansion in the last few years, especially in the backdrop of a 73-day standoff between Indian and the Chinese troops at the Doklam Tri-Junction.
Now, as regards the recent statements and the related commentary to them is concerned, I would say, one, that India and Bhutan remain in close touch relating to our shared interest, including security interest. And I would only reiterate, our earlier statements on this issue, which very explicitly and very clearly bring out our position on the determination of the tri-junction boundary points.
Now, the timing of the visit is intriguing. It has come right after a statement that was made by the Prime Minister of Bhutan, Lothe Tshering, last month, where he had given an interview to a Belgian daily, where he had said that China has a say in the Doklam issue, much like India and Bhutan. Clarifying later that his words had been taken out of context. For the longest period of time, Thimphu, remember, has been on New Delhi's side. Its position has been same as that of New Delhi's. But that statement by the Bhutanese Prime Minister had come as a bit of a shock. The Bhutanese king arrived in Delhi on Monday. He was received by the Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Now, taking to Twitter, the Indian Foreign Minister said, and I quote him here, "The king's vision for Bhutan and its future, and for strengthening the unique partnership with India is deeply appreciated." Now, the Bhutanese king had earlier made a transit visit to India in September 2022. Meanwhile, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Bhutan back in August 2019. And WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibil is getting us all the latest from New Delhi. Listen.
The Bhutanese king and the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi today held talks here in the Indian national capital. The key focus was on connectivity, a railway line linking India and Bhutan, on establishment of an integrated checkpost. India also extended support to Bhutan's 5-year plan and also extended a credit facility to the Himalayan kingdom. But essentially, when it comes to this visit, we know that it is coming in the backdrop of the comments made by the Prime Minister of Bhutan, especially regarding Doklam and the border issues with China. That, of course, remained a shadow on this visit. We know that there was a briefing by the Indian Foreign Secretary over the visit, and there were several questions on this particular topic. But the Indian Foreign Secretary pointed and emphasized on how there has been a constant conversation, or both countries being in touch over sensitive issue, and security is one pillar of this relationship, given that both sides are in constant touch over any security related matters. But essentially, we know that worries over Chinese aggressiveness in the Indo-Pacific region and with India is something that has been a cause of concern, especially here in Delhi. With video journalist Chandrasekhar, Siddhant Sibil for WION in New Delhi.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.